LeBron James loses his cool in front of the camera. What seemed like a normal interview turned into a heated moment when a reporter questioned his intentions. Watch as LeBron shuts down the reporter with one powerful response that leaves everyone speechless. LeBron James is one of the most celebrated athletes in the world, not just for his basketball skills but also for his ventures off the court. From building an empire in business to taking a firm stand on social issues, LeBron is always in the spotlight. Recently, a comment about his dream of playing alongside Luka Doncic stirred up a lot of media attention, sparking debates and creating headlines everywhere. The scene is set for a heated moment as LeBron James sits down for an interview with a well-known liberal host, known for pushing the boundaries with his sharp and often controversial questions. The host, with a history of provoking his guests for maximum impact, wastes no time in addressing the latest buzz surrounding LeBron's comments about playing with Luka Doncic. The host begins with a question that's designed to get a reaction. "LeBron, we've heard you talk about Luka Doncic and the possibility of joining forces with him. Some might say you're aiming to build a super team, which could really solidify your legacy in the NBA. Is that the game plan, LeBron? Is this about winning rings, or is there something deeper at play here?" LeBron's calm demeanor quickly shifts as the words settle in. His expression hardens, the weight of the question clearly striking a nerve. The implication that he's only concerned with building a super team to further his legacy doesn't sit well with him. He takes a moment, steeling himself before responding, his voice rising with emotion. "Listen, I don't need anyone to tell me what my legacy is. I've worked my whole career with one focus, to win, yes, but to do it the right way, with the right people around me. It's not just about stacking a team with talent for the sake of it. I've never been that guy. I've never chased a title at the cost of who I am or who I stand for." The host, sensing the rising tension, tries to push further, his words sharp as he seeks to dig deeper into LeBron's intentions. "But LeBron, isn't this all part of the game now? We see the biggest stars teaming up to create these super teams. Is that not how the modern NBA works? If you really want to secure that legacy, wouldn't you need to join forces with Luka and others?" LeBron snaps back, the frustration building. "You want to talk about legacy? Let me make something clear. It's not just about rings, man. It's about playing the game the right way, respecting the process, and leaving a positive impact on the game, on my teammates, and on the community. I'm not looking to jump into a situation for the sake of winning. I'm here because I love this game. I want to be remembered for the right reasons, for the journey, not just the trophies." The tension in the room is palpable, and the host, though trying to maintain control, finds himself momentarily taken aback by LeBron's passionate defense. His previous line of questioning, meant to expose a side of LeBron many hadn't seen, now feels out of place. The crowd, watching intently, senses the shift. The questions that were meant to provoke have only revealed LeBron's unwavering determination to stay true to his values, regardless of what others might think. LeBron leans forward, his voice steady but firm. "So, let's stop with this narrative of stacking teams and chasing legacy for the cameras. If we're talking about greatness, it's about how you play the game, how you treat others, and what you stand for. That's what I want my legacy to be about. And I'm done letting anyone define it for me." As LeBron finishes, the room falls silent. The host, caught off guard by the intensity and clarity of LeBron's response, is left with little to say. The conversation shifts as the audience, both in the studio and online, begins to process what has just unfolded. LeBron James, often scrutinized for his decisions and criticized for his public persona, has once again proven why he's one of the most dominant figures in the NBA, not just for his skills, but for his ability to shut down any narrative that doesn't align with his vision. The reporter, sensing that LeBron is not easily swayed, presses on with another pointed question. "But LeBron," he says, his voice rising slightly, "with all due respect, isn't there a part of you that wants to show the world that you can still hang with the younger stars like Luka? With the way things are going, don't you feel the need to prove that you're not just part of the past, but still a contender in the future of the game? He leans in a bit closer, eager for a response, as if to pressure LeBron into an admission of doubt or insecurity. With all the talk about your legacy, isn't there a lingering feeling that you need to prove yourself, even to the younger players in the league who might see themselves as the new face of the NBA? The room is tense as the reporter's challenge hangs in the air. The audience, fully aware of the implications of such a question, waits for LeBron's reply. The reporter, clearly determined to get a rise out of him, continues, his eyes narrowing with anticipation. LeBron's expression remains calm, his posture relaxed but firm. He takes a deep breath before speaking, his voice steady and confident. "You're asking if I feel the need to prove myself? Let me be very clear, I've been doing this for 20 years. My legacy is set in stone. I've achieved things in this league that most can only dream of, and that's not to be arrogant, it's just facts. I've already proven everything I need to prove." He leans forward slightly, his eyes locking with the reporter's, as if making sure every word he says is understood. "I'm not here to compete with anyone for validation. I'm not chasing the approval of critics, reporters, or anyone else. I'm here because I love this game, and I want to continue pushing my own limits. I want to see how far I can go, not to prove to others that I can still play, but to challenge myself, every single day." LeBron pauses for a moment, the room hanging on his every word, before continuing with even more conviction. "You want to know what I'm really focused on? It's about setting an example for the next generation. I'm here to help them succeed, to show them that it's not just about chasing titles or stats, it's about leaving a legacy of hard work, dedication, and respect for the game." The reporter, clearly caught off guard by LeBron's unwavering response, falters, his words lost for a moment. The audience, once uncertain, now seems to understand the depth of LeBron's message. It's not about proving himself, he's already done that. It's about elevating the game and leaving a lasting impact on the future of basketball. LeBron leans back, a slight smile playing on his lips. "I'm not worried about being overshadowed by anyone, especially not by someone like Luka. Every player has their own path, and I've walked mine with pride. Now it's time to make sure I leave the game better than I found it." With that, LeBron's response resonates through the room, silencing the reporter and anyone else who thought they could shake his confidence. LeBron James isn't here to prove anything to anyone, he's here to lead, inspire, and elevate the game, and he's doing it on his own terms. As soon as the interview clip featuring LeBron James' fiery response to the reporter's question hit social media, the internet was set ablaze. The conversation quickly spiraled into a full-blown debate, with LeBron's passionate defense of his intentions causing polarizing reactions from fans and media alike. Some fans rallied behind LeBron, applauding his unshakable confidence and the way he shut down the reporter's insinuation. They appreciated that LeBron wasn't simply sitting back and allowing his legacy to be defined by others, but instead, he was taking charge of the narrative around his career. For them, this was a reaffirmation of what they had long admired about LeBron, his ability to stand tall, face criticism head-on, and speak from the heart. The clip went viral, with many calling it one of the most powerful responses from a veteran athlete, showing his resilience in the face of unnecessary doubt. On the other hand, there was a vocal group of critics who felt that LeBron's response was overly defensive and unnecessarily aggressive. To them, the moment felt less like a reasoned defense and more like an emotional outburst, one that perhaps revealed more vulnerability than LeBron intended. They argued that the reporter's question, while probing, wasn't hostile, yet LeBron's reaction seemed to escalate the situation. For these critics, it was a stark reminder that even the greatest players in the world, like LeBron, can sometimes let their emotions get the best of them, especially when it comes to their legacy. As the clip continued to circulate, major sports outlets, podcasts, and social media influencers weighed in, offering their takes on LeBron's heated response. The conversation quickly went beyond basketball, with analysts and commentators discussing the broader implications of LeBron's statement about aging athletes, legacy, and the pressure to constantly prove oneself in a world that's quick to move on to the next big thing. As expected, the media capitalized on the viral moment, with the soundbite of LeBron telling the reporter, "I'm not here to prove myself," gaining traction across platforms. The debate seemed endless, with both sides passionately arguing their points. But one thing was clear: the moment had captured the public's attention in a way few other interviews had in recent memory. Beyond the emotional reaction that his response stirred, the moment served as a stark reminder of LeBron's true motives, his genuine love for the game of basketball and his desire to leave a lasting impact on the sport. Despite his immense success and already established legacy, LeBron's intentions were never about adding more rings to his collection or collecting accolades to solidify his place in history. His desire to play with Luka Doncic wasn't about chasing championships for the sake of personal glory, it was about something much bigger. In his response, LeBron made it clear that his focus is on growth, not only his own growth, but the growth of the sport itself. Playing alongside a young star like Luka, someone who many view as a future face of the league, isn't about trying to pad his own legacy. It's about mentoring and pushing the game forward. LeBron understands the weight of his position, both on and off the court, and he sees his role as one of leadership. At 38 years old, he isn't just focused on the final years of his playing career, but he's also invested in what comes after, helping the next generation of players reach their full potential. LeBron's relationship with Luka is built on mutual respect and admiration, and his comments about wanting to team up with him are a testament to his belief that the game is more than just a personal competition. It's about making sure that the next wave of players, like Luka, can rise to greatness, just as LeBron has done in his own career. This is a side of LeBron that's often overlooked in the media, as the spotlight tends to focus on his on-court dominance and his pursuit of championships. But when LeBron speaks about the future of the game, his passion for passing the torch is undeniable. In a way, the moment not only solidified his position as a basketball legend, but also as a mentor. His mission isn't about securing his place in the history books anymore, he's already done that. Instead, it's about ensuring that the next generation has the tools and opportunities to succeed, just as he had. It's about elevating the game, passing on wisdom, and showing young players the importance of hard work, discipline, and leadership. This is why his desire to play with Luka Doncic doesn't seem like a selfish pursuit for another championship ring, but rather a selfless effort to help the game evolve and grow. LeBron's response to the reporter's question highlighted this perfectly. His legacy is already set, and now he's focusing on leaving a lasting impact by contributing to the development of the players who will follow him. The viral exchange with the reporter ultimately underscored a key aspect of LeBron's character, his understanding of legacy and what it truly means. Unlike many athletes who might seek out validation in their final years, LeBron's motivations are different. He isn't worried about being overshadowed by younger stars, and he certainly doesn't need to prove himself to anyone. His legacy is already secure, not just because of his championships, MVPs, and scoring records, but because of his commitment to making the sport better for future generations. In a way, LeBron has already succeeded in ways that go far beyond basketball. His work off the court, his advocacy for social change, and his efforts to empower underprivileged youth have reshaped what it means to be an athlete in today's world. His response in the interview revealed that he is more than just a basketball player, he is a mentor, a leader, and a role model, both on and off the court. LeBron's desire to play with Luka Doncic isn't about making another super team, it's about building something lasting for the future. The public may debate his response, but his actions and words continually remind us that he is focused on something much bigger than himself. His legacy will be defined by more than just the number of championships he wins, it will be defined by the impact he has had on the next generation of players, fans, and communities. LeBron James' fiery response during the interview was more than just a defense of his legacy, it was a powerful statement of his relentless ambition and passion for the game. In that one moment, LeBron showed the world that, despite the years of success, accolades, and championships, his drive has never wavered. It's easy for the media and critics to focus on his age or label him as someone simply chasing more rings to solidify his place in history. But as LeBron demonstrated, his motivations go far beyond that. He is still hungry to push the boundaries of what he can accomplish, not for personal validation but to elevate the game and ensure that the next generation of players can stand on his shoulders. LeBron's response also highlighted a crucial aspect of his character, his understanding of legacy. It's not just about the number of championships or MVPs, but the lasting impact he leaves on the sport. His desire to team up with Luka Doncic speaks volumes about his dedication to the future of the game, passing the torch to younger players, and ensuring the sport continues to grow. It's this mindset, this commitment to both his personal growth and the development of others, that will define his legacy. In many ways, the moment reminded us that LeBron's true legacy is not just in the records he breaks or the titles he wins, but in the way he inspires those around him, helps elevate others, and continues to challenge the status quo. His journey is far from over, and his influence on the game of basketball, both on and off the court, will be felt for generations to come. What do you think about LeBron's response? Was it too intense, or did it show the fire that makes him one of the greatest of all time? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. We want to hear from you. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe for more updates and insights into the world of sports and the biggest names in the game. Also, make sure to hit the notification bell so you never miss an exciting update. Thanks for watching.